Good Thursday morning to you guys. I'm Ryan with Michigan Storm Chasers. We're watching the potential for some severe weather coming into frame here. The models have just started to pick up on it, so we're going to take a dive. It's Thursday, so we have 3 days until Sunday. So we have some time to work some stuff out to kind of change and just kind of let it evolve. But as of right now, we are expecting Southwest Michigan to have a low end at this time, a low end severe threat. That may increase as we get closer if confidence does increase. So if we look at the model, the GFS, which is a longer term model, we're looking at Sunday evening into the early Monday morning hours from like 8 p.m. and Sunday night to around 2 a.m. Monday morning. So it's going to be a later in the evening type of event for right now. But that again could change if timing and stuff kind of tweaks a little bit with new model runs and new data coming in. So, one look at the GFS. We're going to watch this little blob out in Wisconsin. Fires up. This is 8 p.m. Crosses Lake Michigan and impacts Southwest Michigan there by Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, maybe Lansing, although that could be a little bit further east. Again, still too far out to nail down specifics. But Southwest Michigan, at the very least, looks to have a chance at a severe threat. Now, the reasoning this is going to be severe is because of a couple things. The wind shear looks very favorable for what we call MCS, or basically that's a term for mesoscale convective complex or a squall line. So what that's going to do is going to congeal storms into a line, and then it's going to propagate eastward, which pushes out. So it's going to have wind and hail embedded in the stronger updrafts. Tornadoes don't look to be a huge concern right now. That could change, but usually with these types of systems, it's usually a wind and hail, with wind being the primary threat. So if we look at, excuse me, if you look at a few things here, I did not want to click that. I wanted to click the convective products and surface-based CAPE. CAPE is your instability product, and this is going to be important because typically with these systems, when we have these lines of storms form out to our west in Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, even Minnesota, they tend to gravitate towards the better surface instability. So usually what happens is they'll get close to Lake Michigan, or they're going to cross just south of Lake Michigan, and they'll dive southward into Indiana and Illinois and Ohio, Kentucky, and it will usually clip Southwest Michigan. Sometimes if we have enough instability in Michigan, it does plow right over the lake and it impacts the entire state of Michigan. But at this point in time, this particular setup looks to kind of brush the southwest part of Michigan, which is pretty common with these types of setups. But again, this is a surface-based CAPE instability product, which is important. So we're going to zoom it up here, or fast forward it here to Sunday night. And you can see here, the higher, brighter colors are indicative of the higher CAPE values. And you can see the highest CAPE values are going to remain south of us. Michigan will have CAPE, and it's not nothing to sneeze at. We're over 1,000 CAPE. Usually, want to see about 1,000 plus for severe storms. Severe storms can happen with less. It depends on the setup and what kind of dynamics are in place. But usually, when you have over 1,000, we're pushing two. Down here in Lenawee, Toledo area, Monroe, Washtenaw, Wayne counties, we're pushing 2,000 surface-based CAPE. We think that that's sufficient, but again, it's still a little bit too early to tell. So as of right now, we've highlighted an area of around Grand Rapids to Detroit and southward. That would be the most probable area to see a severe storm in the form of damaging winds and a large line of storms. Again, this is still 3 days out, so we're going to have to make some adjustments and tweaks as new data comes in. But for right now, we're looking at a potential severe threat for Sunday evening into early Monday morning.